Let's get into the news, everybody. In a recent interview, after a reporter pointed out to Donald Trump that he hasn't made a single trip to visit troops fighting overseas as president, he responded by saying that he's, quote, very busy, and then added that he doesn't think it's overly necessary. Now, I guess this makes sense. It does. Trump spent all his college years avoiding the military. Why stop now? Since becoming president, Donald Trump, he says he's busy. He says it's not overly necessary. Since becoming president, Donald Trump has been to the golf course 159 times. Maybe the military should just build a base with a driving range. Now, look, I see his point. I do. I see his... Now, look, I see his point. I do. But there's just no time for the President of the United States to visit the troops overseas. He's too busy in high-level meetings with Kanye and Kid Rock. In other Trump news, yesterday, the White House confirmed that after getting a 6-month extension, Donald Trump has finally filed his 2017 taxes. That's why Trump can't visit the troops. He's busy committing tax fraud. Now, once again, we're talking about Trump's tax returns. People are always talking about them. No one's actually seen them. His taxes are basically that Amazon series, Mozart in the Jungle. It was there, people talked about it, none of us really saw it. Moving on, after being arrested for insider trading in August, a New York Republican congressman fundraised for his re-election campaign, and the people in his district gave him a grand total of $80. $80? How did he do his fundraising? By opening a lemonade stand? Look, he probably won't win re-election, but at least he can take some of his family to Applebee's. In international news, according to a recent report, a city in China plans to get rid of its streetlights and replace them with an artificial moon. It would be a satellite moon that would be 8 times stronger than the real one. But this begs the question, without streetlights, what are cool cats in fedoras and sunglasses supposed to lean against while they play the sax? Did anyone think about that? Never let it be said we don't ask the big questions. Soon you can go to China to see a man-made artificial moon. And if you want to see man-made artificial stars, just watch Bravo. An artificial moon in the sky sounds amazing. No more street lamps, no more car headlights, no more porch lights. It's the perfect solution right up until a cloud comes along. And this story caught our eye. A man in New Jersey recently revealed that every single day of his life, for the past 37 years, he's eaten pizza for dinner. Yeah. Some of us choose to not brag about it, but hey. Here's how much pizza he's eaten. Domino's now uses their pizza tracker to track him. In fact, this guy eats so much pizza, his doctor recently told him his arteries are stuffed crust. And finally, Halloween is coming up, and to celebrate, a bakery in Texas is offering an option where you can have donuts delivered to somebody by a scary clown. Right, here it is here. Now, look at that. This is really messed up, right? I don't think this is even funny. I don't. Why has no one told me that you can get donuts delivered? But I guess it is a festive idea. The Texas Donut Shop said they actually have 2 Halloween delivery options, a scary clown or an even more frightening option, Texas Senator Ted Cruz.